Need a new person in here with me, bro. I can't work with you.
They're about trying to be fun.
Big dogs, we back again. This is Big Dog News on All Bull Network. I'm your host, Cujo Bandz. Y'all thought we was gone? People get sick, bills gotta get paid, but we still on air. Here's what's making noise in Durham this week. Election week tension, political memes, and fake wanted posters spark. Warnings for calm and respect as voters head to the polls. Downtown disruption, water line work continues through November 7th near the American Tobacco District short-term pain and long-term progress. Durham, next 2044 plan, a 20-year blueprint for inclusivity, innovation, and growth shaping how the Bull City evolves. Entrepreneur Energy, Minority Enterprise Development Week, spotlight women and Black-owned businesses thriving in Durham. Voter mobilization, local groups, driving turnout, early data shows strong engagement. Gun violence response, prevention programs expand as Durham strengthens community partnerships. Infrastructure and equity projects continue citywide with residents calling for transparency. Culture and voices. The Durham Voice trains young journalists to tell their neighborhood stories. Food and business, boom. New cafes, restaurants, and boutiques keep popping up. Neighborhood power, residents showing up at city council meetings, civic engagement on the rise. Durham streets, stay alive. City crews downtown say water line upgrades are on track. Businesses stay open through the city's construction. In Bradtown, neighbors lead cleanup drive and mentorship nights, turning struggle into unity. Durham's culture check time. The Bull City heartbeat never stops. Art shows, live music, youth storytelling through the Durham Voice brings fresh energy to the Hayti and Holloway. Freestyle. Sports heads, listen up. Hillside High football heads to the playoffs strong. NCCU Eagles soaring into homecoming weekend. Duke Hoops looking ready for a deep run. Now over to Bull City Kobie with your local sports report.
Man, listen, I'm going to go ahead and get straight to it. But first, I want to say, Caden, I'm praying for you to get well soon. Caden left the game last night due to a concussion injury. Before Caden's injury, him and the Spartans was ready for their first playoff game. When I arrived to the field, and before I made it down to the field, I already see Lumberton planted their flag in Spartans territory, right under the field goal post, and right in front of Spartans' entrance to the field. The Spartans proceeded entering the field, taunting Lumberton for having a better record. Mind you, the Spartans are already on a 5-game winning streak, so they all ready to play because they fired up. And when the Spartans got the ball, it showed. King Kamari and John, they used their legs to get their first touchdown for the Spartans on their first drive. Soon as the Spartans scored, Lumberton lined up perfect enough to get the special teams unit to score for kickoff. Next drive by the Spartans, Caden catches a 45-yard pass to pick the Spartans up in red zone, but he gets tackled and suffers a concussion injury. That caused a 25 to 30-minute delay because both teams took a knee and waited for the ambulance to show up. The Spartans locked in after the injury, though, because after they warmed up, the Spartans still had possession in the red zone. John completed another 15-yard pass to J2 for another TD. Yeah, that TD had the crowd rocking. And at that moment, I looked around the field and said to myself, yeah, this is high school playoff atmosphere. Lumberton got the ball back, but the Spartans ain't let him do nothing with it. Then the Spartans got the ball back, and guess what they did? Yeah, they had John, Lance, and King Kamar running plays to score again. Lumberton couldn't find the answers on how to stop John passing and rushing yards. I see the Spartans ain't playing around with their first playoff game either. A lot of Spartan fans told me before the game that the Spartans was ready to play, and it truly showed. The Spartans scored 21 unanswered points, giving a 28-7 lead by the end of the first quarter. And after the first quarter ended, Coach D-Rob set the team down, and he told them to keep their heads out there on the field because the whole stadium saw how much and how many flags went against the Spartans. The Spartans started to feel like the refs was against them. The fans started to feel the same way. Hell, I started to feel the same way. It actually got so bad because Lance Henderson had a 20-yard rush for another TD, but the refs took it away because they said Lance taunted the other team before scoring. Let me show y'all what Lance did. I never thought I would see a ref throw a flag for someone holding the ball in front of them. Shaking my head because that's not even the sad part. Sad part is Coach D-Rock had to tell the team and the coaches to stay out of their own circle box on the field because the refs were saying the team was too close to the field. I really can't make this up. And you would have to see it to believe that they were against the Spartans. It didn't matter though. The Spartans ain't let nothing get in their way for their first playoff game this season. So they lined up doing the same rushing play to get Lance in for another TD with no celebrations. I thought it was funny because no matter how many curveballs came Southern way, they continued to dominate. With that being said, Lumberton got the ball back one more time before the half. And you know what they did? They threw an interception to my good man's E5. E5 deflected the ball out the receiver's hands. Then one hand caught the ball and headed to the house for a pick six. I left the game after that because I knew with a lead like that on Spartans field, Lumberton had no way of coming back to win the game. The Spartans came away with the 65-15 win over Lumberton to set the tone for Bull City High School football playoffs. Fact or cap? Producer.
Hillside wins it all.
Fact. I was a Hornet. Producer.
Duke and UNC basketball teams both make the Final Four.
That's cap. Because I'm a Tar Heel and I'm not putting them with us. We're going to be there.
Go.
Federal shutdown pain. NC's unemployment claims spike as federal workers and contractors feel the sting, including some right here in RTP. SNAP lawsuits win. NC joins 24 states in victory over USDA protecting food assistance for families statewide. Library security tightens. More guards, more cameras across public libraries, including triangle branches. Rare earth race. U.S. deals for minerals could shape NC's tech and EV future. And Durham's research economy benefits. Gaza ceasefire fragile. Attacks persist under truce. Durham's diverse community response with peace vigils. Sudan acknowledges abuses. Paramilitary leaders admit atrocities. Refugee families in Durham watch closely. Trade turbulence, global tariffs, and supply chain shifts impact NC manufacturing and local tech jobs. Statewide elections and voter turnout up statewide. Durham elects a new mayor and progressive city council. Majority focus on housing and safety. Luxury asset crackdown. Global corruption. Probe seizes. Super yachts and jets. Lessons for local finance and law students. Global Health Watch. Who enhances outbreak detection? Durham Hospital is already part of that network. From shutdowns to ceasefires, every move out here hits home, here in the Bull City. Here's the All Bull Report. The final word. Durham's not perfect, but we're progressing. Streets busy, dreams big, and heart strong. Power don't live in politics. It lives in the people. And Durham's people. Still the truth. You've been watching Big Dog News on All Bull Network. I'm Cujo Bandz, your rap anchor, your voice, your dog. Same time, next week, same truth. Stay grounded, stay real. Always remember, we got us.